Welcome in, guys. Yeti, nice work on the first. Good luck with your art. Brent, nice work on the not first. Enjoy your fun. And hi, Maple. Hi, Kat. Rest up. And hi, Josh. Hope you're all doing well. Yep, there I am. Is the audio okay? I like sound a little weirder in my headphones than usual, but maybe that's just me. Maybe it's because I had the weekend and I forgot how to stream, which is what happens like every week. Anyway, welcome in, guys. Today we are working on this commission from Lizzyberry. It's Lizzyberry, right? I know a couple of people named Lizzy, and I've got them all filed under Lizzy in my head that I forget what the end of their name is. Anyway, yeah, this is what we're working on today. Let me show you the reference, actually. Her model is like super cute. Yeah. And this is who we're working on. I love the color scheme. Aren't they adorable? And like the hair is so fluffy. I love the hair. Like it's so fluffy and cute. But I hope I can do it justice. I'm not 100% sure I can. Audio sounds okay, I think. That voice like a rippling stream still works at the perfect pitch, thank you. Oh, I wonder if it's because I turned... No, I turned that back on. I'll work it out later. I had active noise cancellation turned off on my headset for a brief period last night, but I really hated it. So I think I just turned it back on again immediately. Anyway, yeah, this is who she is. I still need to add, you can see like in this like a line art, she's still missing like a bunch of details. Like the hair clip. There's like the hair clip and the bow and like a bunch of buttons and things. And I'll be adding those like after I do all the inking and finish like the main color. So it's gonna look like I'm missing a bunch of stuff for a while, but I swear I'm gonna get to them. Anyway, yeah, that's what we're doing today. I'm gonna carry on with doing the line art. And I always go a bit slower on stream, but I'm hoping to get to at least the shading today. I want to finish off the line art, do all the base colors. I'll be doing the eyes, and you're hoping to at least make a start on the shading, if not finish it, and then like move on to the details. But I'm always like a lot slower than I expect when I'm on stream. Yeah, welcome, guys. I hope you had a good weekend. Please tell me what you guys were up to. I had a very social Sunday. Sunday? I think it was Sunday. I'm gonna turn Spotify up a little bit. Let me know if it gets too loud. I could barely hear it in my headphones. I could only hear my voice. And you know, I get enough of that. Alright, what pens and things were we using? I think this is my liner. And that looks to be about the right... Okay, cool. I guess this is what I was last working on. I didn't think it was, but I guess it is. I've been curious how the social went. Oh, yeah, so what happened was, we had our friends from the US visiting New Zealand for a while. They have like family here. And due to them having a bunch of people in New Zealand to visit, because they have family here and they used to live here, so there's like a bunch of people to like catch up with, and them getting sick as soon as they landed, and like all their travel plans and stuff, we only got to meet them for like lunch, like once before they left. So that was on Sunday. And oh, I knew I forgot to open something. Hang on, I forgot my pen stabilizer. My beloved lazy Nesemi. So yeah, we met them for lunch. And like, it was totally fine. It was a little bit annoying because they kind of have like slightly obnoxious parents. And they were like on their way to the airport. So like the parents were with them. And they kept like we were trying to catch up with our friend, you know? Like we haven't seen them in person in like 7 years or something crazy like that. So like we were trying to catch up with our friend, which is like the only time we got to see them in person for the first time in ages, and they're like on their way back, and they kept like trying to like butt into the conversation. I was like, okay, but like, yeah, like you're like family friends though. Like our parents catch up with your parents like like once a week. Like can we hold off on your stuff while we talk to our friends? Like your son, please. But other than that, wait, am I on the right layer? Yes, okay. Other than that, was okay. I'm just like, you know, tired. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys the funniest thing, actually. The funniest thing, you know how I said the parents were like kind of obnoxious? The mom like doesn't really have a filter, which is rich coming from me. But the funniest thing is like when we went to meet them at the cafe, and we were like walking down the street, and okay, I'm like, I think I'm into the 3rd trimester now, so I'm like fairly heavily and obviously pregnant. So we're like walking down the street, and they're like standing on the street, and they see us coming, and like it's in front of the cafe, so there's like a bunch of other people there, and it's like a fairly busy street for that town. Anyway, we're going down the street, and as soon as I come like within, I don't know, like 10 feet of her or something, she yells out in a very loud American voice, because she's American. She yells out, "Sil, you've gotten fat!" And I was just like, I'm pregnant. And she's like, I know. And I'm like, well, I don't really appreciate you yelling that in the middle of the street. Like, I was like, we're not that close. I do not like you enough for this shenanigans. I do not have time for your nonsense today. I'm tired. You pulled me like away from my home. Don't start this exchange by yelling at me about how fat I am. Hi, Ben, and welcome in. Yeah, we're doing well. How are you doing? How's your weekend? I'm gonna be very slow on this line out for a bit while I remember how to do things. I probably want this line here, right? But yeah, anyway, aside from that, aside from the parents getting a little bit underfoot, it's pretty good. We had Lily there. She behaved herself very nicely at this cafe. She like ate a whole plate of like bacon and eggs. Drew some cute pictures. She was less disruptive than the parents were. Doing good, thanks for asking. Yeah, of course. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, it's like the whole weird thing Red was talking about the other day. Don't say out-of-pocket things until you'll know each other well enough. Well, that's the thing, we have actually known each other for a while. I just don't like her that much. Like, I used to like her, but like she's gotten like more and more obnoxious and kind of doing inappropriate things, and yeah, she just like kind of makes for awkward situations like that sometimes. And I don't like, we also had lunch with her at one point when I was pregnant with Lily, and I was like having trouble choosing stuff on the menu. Luckily this time it was really easy. They had like a seafood chowder that was pretty safe for me to eat, but like I'm not supposed to be eating like a lot of like fresh greens and stuff because they're kind of you know, like food safety, I'm like more prone to like listeria and stuff like that, and so I have to be like careful about what I'm eating. And so I was having difficulty picking something on the menu that was safe for me to eat, and then she just kind of like burst in like, oh, just like eat whatever you want. I drank when I was pregnant and my kids turned out fine. I was like, oh my god. Just because you're an idiot doesn't mean that like everybody else should be like, you know, putting their unborn children in danger. Like, keep your terrible advice to yourself. Yeah, I couldn't freaking believe it. I was like, oh my god. You did not. At least like show a little shame, you know? Like at least like pretend that you wouldn't have done that now instead of like telling a pregnant woman to do it. Like Thank you for the hydrate, Josh. Everybody hydrate. Ow. Real survivor bias energy, for real. Yeah, sorry, I turned off, I'm trying to focus today, so I turned off a bunch of the redeems. They'll probably be back tomorrow, unless I'm doing this again. I don't know how I want to do the folds here. I should probably look up a reference. I'll just, like, regret this later. It's fine. That's how most things go. Yeah, this bit looks weird. I don't like this bit. What's going on here? Enjoy the focus time, thank you. Hi Evie, welcome in. Hi Bob. How you guys doing? I hope you're doing better than the sleeve I'm trying to line. Okay, I feel like this needs to come like over here. And then maybe this just goes here. Hi Did Majo, welcome in. Anna, welcome in. Enjoy your lurk. The art is great as always, thank you, Bob. I appreciate it. Alright, how's it still looks weird. I'm gonna leave it for now. I'm gonna see where it goes with the shading. And then I'll come back and fix it if I need to. Maybe I'll just like add another line here. I'm terrible. School is starting soon. Oh no. Yeah, horrible as always, especially because you're hoarding bones. Listen, I need them, okay? I'm building something. I hope you have a good start of school, even though you aren't looking forward to it. Yeah, I'm gonna stop touching it for now. Otherwise I'll just overthink it. You're building a bone creature, yeah. That's a very appropriate quote. Oops. That was one of the millions of cables that I have on my desk. You won one! Nice work, Kitty. Bob, you gotta practice, you're slipping. Oh, by the way, Bob, we still need to do like a pickle MS Paint for Josh. I was just thinking about that the other day. Did I even, like, did I even ask you about that, or did I only ask Josh? Alright, so this line isn't actually here, that was just a guideline. I think this is also just a straight line. I think I need to move on to the back of the hair now. I was kind of avoiding it. I don't really want to line the back of the hair, it looks hard. Let me just find other things to touch up here. Ellen, Louis Vuitton, and Nutella collaborated. Wait, what? And released an expensive jar of Nutella with the LV logo on the front. You need it for your toe. Oh my god. That sounds amazing. Do you have like links or anything? I'd love to see that. I'm like having trouble imagining it. Alright, I've got my usual crazy rainbow hair situation going. I've already inked these bits. I have not been using my Louis Vuitton bag very much lately. A lot of the places that I go to, like, you know, when I actually leave the house, don't have anywhere to put, like, your handbag. Like, so you just end up putting it on the floor, and I don't really want to put my nice bag on the floor. I used to carry around a bag hook thing, but, not sure where that went. And, like, you have to put it on the floor in some bathrooms, too. It's really gross. All bathrooms should come with hooks on the back of the door. That should be like a regulation. Stop making me put my stuff on the ground of a bathroom. Ooh, okay, let me check this out. Is this gonna dox me if I share it? Hang on. Okay, it doesn't look like it's doxing me. It tells you the New Zealand price. Okay, good. This, let me zoom in. Zooming in doesn't zoom into the picture. It looks awful. This is, I quite like this actually. Separate listing for 18,000. Is the $18,000 one that looked awful? This, I quite like this jar. I think it's very impractical. I know it's a little hard to see with my hand in the way, sorry. Can I just like open... Can I just like open the image in a new tab? Here we go, that's better. This is like the worst jar to store Nutella in because like you can't get the corners out, but like but the jars look really nice. How would you know what is authentic Louis Vuitton Nutella versus regular? Well, you see, the Louis Vuitton Nutella is made with like the specific cows that they breed in France. That's what they do for their handbags, right? I need to focus. Look, listen, there's always time for chocolate, okay? What's the $18,000 one? I want to see it. It's like other... I really want chocolate now. This is $500 for what I'm assuming is one jar of the Louis Vuitton Nutella. The Nutella cows are from France, obviously. Yeah, no, they have like a special breed of cows that they... Why am I scrolling down the listing? They have like a special breed of cows that they use for, like their handbags. And, like, I don't know if it's like a special breed, but, but like, you need, like, they breed cows specifically for it, and it's used for like nothing but the bags, if I recall correctly. You need a spackler? For a tool for spreading spackle to get the corners. Yeah, oh, you're so right. Even then, like, getting the corners at the top would be like pretty difficult. I think like you'd have to like melt it down so they go down to the bottom and you can get it out. I feel like I kind of screwed myself. Oh my god. I kind of like screwed myself up a little bit when I was doing... Why can't I undo? Here we go. When I was doing these like hair bits. For the sketch. Because I went in like, yeah, this is gonna be like super fluffy and cute, and then just like gave like absolutely no no indication of where like the strands actually ended. And now I have to like kind of guess. But still, I hear you say, you can just go back and edit the sketch. And then I just time you out for giving me information that I don't want. Add some warm milk and shake. Yeah, great idea. I'll do that with my empty Nutella jars. I can't get this looking the way I want. I'm kind of obsessing over this tiny detail now. Oops. for whatever reason, the other link is too big. Really? That's weird. Is like Twitch stopping you from sending it because there's too many characters or something? It's no Nutella for you. I'm really looking forward to trying Nutella on cheese pizza. But I was thinking if I do that stream with like crazy food suggestions from chat. A, my affiliate anniversary is like really coming up soon. I don't have time to organize it. And B, maybe I should like wait until I'm not carrying a parasite. And then we can try more like crazy food combinations. So maybe I'll do it for like April Fools or something. That'd be kind of cool. I still have the notes. Oh, good. Thanks for the quote, Josh. I'm like getting slightly obsessed with rigging at the moment. How do I want to do this bit? Maybe like this. Too thick. Rigging, Live 2D and rigging has like definitely become like a special interest for me right now. I'm like slightly obsessed. I was just thinking about how I wanted to rig a Yeti's model. Keep thinking, ooh, I could do it like this way. I really don't want to rig the mouth again, but maybe I will. Maybe I'll just like do it, redo like a lot of it. I heard you had an eye for it. Yeah, I'm so happy with how it's looking. I've been going really slow and I spent a lot of time chipping away at my 2.0 model like every week. Every Sunday, Monday my time, I just spend the day working on my 2.0 model. And it's been a pretty nice system so far. Unfortunately, I am a little bit behind on actual work now. My father-in-law, he's like my boss because nepotism. For like the self-employed like coding stuff that I do. And he was sick. He was meant to like come visit us over the weekend, but he was sick and he couldn't come. They had like some like stuff planned and he couldn't make it. But he's a bit of a workaholic, so instead of resting up at home, he just did more work. So I was just getting messages from him like all weekend being like, oh Sil, you know, when you have a second, look at this, or I made an update on this, you need to, like, I answered your question here, and like, okay, cool, now I have like a bunch of stuff. Thanks. Can you go rest, old man, please? I don't like this bit. I'm not sure how I want to do this part of the hair. Maybe, maybe I do need to like go back to the sketch after all. I also want to like not add too many like finer strands to the back of the hair. Because in theory... I hate it. Because in theory they should be like I don't want people to focus on the back of the hair. I want people to focus on like the face. So I don't want that to like draw the eye away. Oh hey Tag! You got your 50 card swipe. Welcome in. What gacha are we drawing today? We are working on Lizzy Berry's commission. Welcome in. Let me know if there's anything you want for your 50 50 swipes. It can be a game request or like a command or a redeem or something. I hope you had a good weekend. Also, it doesn't have to be anything if that's too much pressure. Man, I'm so hyped for the eventual premiere. Your 2.0 model whips are so good. Thank you, Yeti. I probably won't do anything big. I'll just start using it. I'm really looking forward to it though. I'm really sick of my current model. I'll pick something out eventually. Yeah, take your time. No rush. This is looking okay, right? This bit still looks a bit funny. But I'll do the same thing as I did for the sleeve. And just come back to it after a bit of shading. See if I can work it out with some more volume added from that. Because that can really help. Oh god. For a second, I thought it was Ichihime, the Mahjong cat. I don't even know who that is. Yeah, Lizzy is a VTuber. And this is their design. Isn't she cute? I should give her a shout out too, actually. They like seem to stream mostly World of Warcraft at the moment. I have so many things open to do art streams. Oh my god. That's always the most painful part. Did I do it right? No, I did it, damn it. Oh wait, no, she has like numbers in. I should have just looked at my stream title. lizzyberry22, there we go. Yeah, World of Warcraft, there you go. Those parameters, listen, hush. I really like the pronouns one. I like how they added that. It like looks so natural when it comes through. How have your stream bot shenanigans been going, by the way, Yeti? Also, feel free to not answer me. I know you're working on your own art. Sometimes I see people post about like streamer bot stuff and I'm like, man, I really want to help them. But at the same time, like if it was me, I would love to work it out myself. So like, I should just shut my mouth. It's been a struggle. Oh no. I was setting up a raid to command. Yeah, I saw that. Auto populates with the variable for the end of stream as well as automatically raid to the target. Yeah, it seems to have some weird issues. Like, I saw that post earlier and it was like saying that you went to a completely different person, right? Like, I'd get it if it didn't populate at all, but the fact that it was like populating with the wrong person was like, what? The layers I'm using for the art right now make like no sense. I'm only separating them so that I can like erase strands easily if I feel like there's a high chance of me doing that, which there is right now. It's because I was setting the raid. Hey, Spec! I was setting the raid target to the variable for the end of stream rather than just using the argument variable. Raid target to the variable. What? I think the same thing. Are you not setting the variable from the argument? I become a total streambot disciple. The Kool-Aid has been drunk. Yo, streambot is so good. It's so good. They post it in stream chat. Okay. Thank you, Yeti, and for indulging my curiosity. What is happening with the side of the hair? Maybe I'll do it like this. No, that looks weird. I'll leave that for now. What does the back of her hair actually look like? Oh, it actually goes quite low. It like kind of goes like down here. Hope that's okay. End up like a bit shorter here, but she's like moving, so hopefully that makes sense. How's it going, Spec? Oh, hi, Aces. I was just downloading StreamerBot, no way! I was trying to mix it up, but a lot of stuff isn't triggering. StreamerBot, if you have the patience for it. Also, hi, yeah, I hope you had a good weekend. Welcome in. If you don't mind getting like heavily technical, StreamerBot is like so powerful. It is like heads and shoulders above any other bot that I've tried. But I am a control freak. I like the super insane levels of customization. And you can trigger like so much with it because of like all the API stuff you can do. And like even if something isn't already integrated, like you can you can just make it run like bat files from Windows, so you can make it do like anything if you don't mind like writing like some command lines. I need to stop touching this bit. I think I'm making this like a little too long. Oh my god! Tori honey, welcome in! How was Hollow Knight? Welcome in, Raiders. I hope you had a good stream. Were you doing like a speed run or anything? I was looking forward to playing around with it. Yeah, StreamBot's like super fun to play around with. Welcome in, guys. Hi, Suchter. Welcome in. It was super fun. Yay! I'm so glad to hear that. How's drawing going? It's going pretty good. I'm a bit slow, but I'm always slow at drawing on stream, so that was to be expected. This is what we were working on today. It's this beautiful VTuber here. Isn't she cute? But yeah, I'm just kind of struggling my way through the line art. And the hair, I hate line arting the hair. Well, welcome in, Tori. I love the fluffy hair so much. Me too. This, like, oh my god, like the fluffy hair, like on her design is like so cute. I'm like, oh my god, I love it, but I don't know how I'm going to line it. Yeah, thank you so much, Tori. Yeah, welcome in, Raiders. I'm so glad you guys had a good stream. Kira Joy, welcome in. I hope you had a good time over with Tori. You, Tori and Raiders, if you guys need to go and do some self-care after your stream, please feel free to sneak off and lurk if you need to. Make sure you're looking after yourself. Stay hydrated and all that. You drew the fingers so dainty and gentle too. Thank you. I drew this pose, and I was like, man, I do not want to draw these hands, but I really like this pose, so I guess this is what's happening. But it kind of worked out. It wasn't as hard as I expected, so I'm pretty relieved. Well, yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it, and your kind words. Guys, if you don't know me, which I assume you don't, because why would you know me? I'm Sil! I'm an autistic variety streamer from New Zealand, and we play all sorts of random games here on stream, but today we're doing some art. I'm trying to do a lot more art this month because I've been like really behind on the art grind. So art heavy August from me. Working on a commission today. We also do like some live 2D rigging and co-working and stuff as well. But yeah, welcome in. I will leave a lurk. Yes, enjoy your lurk. Have a nice shower. Oh my god, I had to take 2 showers yesterday. I hated it. It's because I cut my hair. I need to do like 1 shower first to like, oh my god. Oh, it's Monday! Hi, Monday! Yeah, Sil cut her hair, yeah. Welcome in. Yeah, campers. Ow. Thank you for the hydrate. Everybody hydrate. How was the Monday morning meeting? Did you get through your massive slideshow of s'mores? Yeah, welcome in Isaac, Monday, and Bob. Fancy seeing you here. Hi Tuesday, hi Chino, hi Dryad. Welcome in everyone. How was the s'mores chat? It was good. We did take a break to get through the meeting. It seemed like a lot of talking. How's your throat? Is it okay? I never knew I could learn so much about s'mores. Yeah, I saw Monday. Oh god, what the heck is that? I saw Monday like post the Monday meeting notes like up on the Discord before I went live. And I was like, oh man, I can't wait to go through these later. But like, man, there's a lot. I'm very much looking forward to it. Yeah, go chug tea, go look after yourself. That goes for the rest of you raiders as well. I know your brains are probably very full of s'mores and learning right now. Please feel free to sneak off and lurk, do whatever you need to do. Go hydrate, grab a snack, grab some s'mores maybe. Yeah, thanks so much for coming over. And thank you so much for the raid Monday. If you are sticking around, I would love to hear your favorite fact about s'mores that you learned today. Or not necessarily learned today, but you know. I have a fun fact about s'mores. New Zealand, you can't really make s'mores properly. Ow. Oh, that one was a bubble tea. That's looking great. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so we don't have graham crackers in New Zealand, really. So, and we don't really have, ow, like the chocolate. People put down like a square of like Hershey's chocolate or something, right? Yeah, we don't have it. You have to like make it if you want some. Chids, oh my god, not chids. Chids are cheesy. Graham crackers are like not cheesy. They're more like cookies. Yeah, it needs to be crappy chocolate. Yeah, we don't really have that. all the cookies, not all the cookies, all the chocolate that comes in like the super flat squares are actually like really fancy. So like, why would you use them for s'mores, especially if you don't have graham crackers? Oh, sorry, let me catch up on some of the bits I missed in chat. I rattled my mouth off for a little bit. Yet he's posted the StreamBot stuff in the stream chats. Thank you. I'll take a look at that later. Welcome in Elder. I got an extra large chicken and chips last night. Oh, that sounds great. You end up eating the whole chicken. I had roast chicken and potatoes last night too, actually. It was delicious. My favorite fact is that recipe with lima beans. Oh yeah, let me take a look at the thing that you linked. I need to check this out. Right, what the heck is this? I bet you guys already went through this. Oh my god, why are the marshmallows so burnt? Are they meant to be this black? Why is it so black? Why is it so dark? Alright, what else did I miss just before I go into this recipe? My favorite fact about s'mores is how badly Paul Hollywood misunderstands them. Wait, what? What is there to misunderstand about s'mores? Yeah, Hershey's the classic, but any chocolate works. Most of the chocolate like blocks in New Zealand are like half an inch thick. Use fairy bread instead. Is it still a s'more? It is a New Zealand thing as well. Yeah, I know it's an Aussie thing. Yeah, fairy bread. Fairy bread is also in New Zealand. For the uninitiated, fairy bread is it's just like a slice of bread. You put like butter or margarine or something on it, and then you sprinkles like hundreds of thousands on top, and that's fairy bread. Usually you cut the crusts off because it's being made for children's parties. But I don't think it's a good replacement for s'mores. Doesn't have that ness to it, you know. Yikes, that's too dark. Right? It's really dark. My favorite was that the marshmallow plant and the cacao plant are fairly closely related. No way! That's wild. Hi Rito, welcome in. You're looking at a history dish that Bob linked. Lima beans and bacon with marshmallows. We're about to check it out in a second. How are you doing, Rito? Hope you had a good weekend. Oh, it's from the British Bake Off? Actual article. I'm not sure if I can be bothered clicking on that one. What do they... What? Can somebody give me a TLDR? Sounds like someone needs to start the graham cracker black market in New Zealand. Yeah, I think that, like, most people wouldn't actually know what they are. Click the first link. Okay, fine. Huh? Oh, so they're making it with digestives? And ganache. Ganache, really? And you're making your own marshmallows? This sounds like over the top, but what's the problem? You can just fill the gap in the market, true, but that's a lot of effort. Somebody else should do it. So okay, wait, so this one has lime. Am I pronouncing that right? Lima beans? Lima beans? Lima beans? Is there a recipe? Here we go. 1 pound of dry lima beans? Lima beans. I can't remember which way is correct now. They're kind of against the spirit of s'mores, even the fancy ones. Yeah, this one. It looks like this. Is there a better picture? Okay, wait, can I open the image in a new tab? Here you go. This here to me looks like I went to a cafe and they like really want to justify why they're charging me $30 for dessert. It's like they did it to make it more expensive. It looks like fine. I'd eat it, but yeah, I guess the spirit of s'mores, yeah. I think the beauty of a s'more is how simple it is. Yeah, it should be like a childhood thing, right? At least to me. Those look more like s'mores than the competition examples. Like, they had to be not gooey. Wait, what? What? Isn't the point of s'mores to be gooey? I'm confused. Yes, that is the point. Okay. Alright, Paul. You're on something. Oh my god, it's like, wait. Okay, so we have beans, brown sugar, butter, bacon, salt and pepper, and a dozen marshmallows in here. I want, like, I want more of this picture. I want to see I want to see the cursed things that are happening under this layer of marshmallow. Like, oh, you can kind of see the bacon over here. There's like bacon coming up and then like all these beans underneath. This is like an incredibly cursed lasagna. Yeah, they're supposed to have a gooey pull when you bite into them. Yeah, exactly, right? I'm a big marshmallow fan, so if it's not perfectly gooey in the middle, then I get mad. Oh, you would hate the marshmallows that I ate because I'm too impatient. I like, if it's a marshmallow, I'm eating it, like, regardless of its state of meltiness. The layer underneath looks like the cursed beans meme pic people put on images. Oh, true. The cursed thing is the marshmallow here, to be honest. Yeah, it is. Like, first off, it's super burnt. I feel like marshmallows and bacon wouldn't necessarily be a terrible combination. Because, I mean, you put, like, bacon with maple syrup and stuff. But the beans are kind of ending me. I think it's largely because I don't really like beans in general. I'm just not that much of a bean person. Yeah, the lima bean mix sounds pretty good, and then marshmallows. Yeah, I feel like the beans and the bacon like would be fine, but like the beans and the bacon and the marshmallow like all together is a riot. Anyway, I should probably go back to the commission now. Thank you so much for sharing. I love how cursed that was. That was excellent. I look forward to reading your Monday meeting notes Monday. So far, the only beans that I've tried that I liked are pinto beans. Oh yeah, why specifically pinto beans? If you can articulate that in any way. Bad combo of sweet and savory. Yeah, I feel like the bacon with all the saltiness would go pretty good with like the sweetness of the marshmallow, if you can like balance it out. But the beans! It's like marshmallows and stuff like casseroles. Yeah, I have heard that. I haven't actually tried it. So it doesn't seem too cursed, but I think that ratio is a bit high. Yeah. I've never tried, what is it? It's like a sweet potato, like casserole or something. Isn't that like a southern Thanksgiving thing? I've never tried it. It sounds wild. Alright, I'm gonna fix up this bit here. Sweet potato casserole, yeah, I nailed it. You love sweet potato casserole? Yeah, that has like marshmallow in it, right? How much marshmallow do you put into those things? Is it just like... Is it kind of like cheese that you sprinkle on top? Or is it like... all throughout? Or... Sweet potato with marshmallow and syrup is excellent. See, that just sounds like a dessert. Like, it doesn't have bacon and beans in it. You put all the marshmallow, okay. You're staunchly anti-sweet potato. Oh, really? I love sweet potatoes, but we do have a slightly different breed of sweet potatoes here. I need to find the layer I was working on. Here we go. Let me just tidy up these edges. That's the wrong thing. Here we go. Yeah, we have a sweet potato called kumara here in New Zealand. It's like slightly different, but I really like it. Yeah, it is. I think it is meant to be a dessert, Rito. Kumara sweet potatoes are so good, although I've only had them in chocolate. Oh, really? They are so good that I enjoy them plain, like by themselves. Like not even any salt or anything. Just roast them and then eat them. And they're delicious. A sweet potato casserole is basically sweet potato pie with a bunch of marshmallows in it. Oh, okay. You know what really confuses me? The term casserole, because that also means something different here in New Zealand. Okay, how is this looking? I feel like there's some weird, confusing stuff happening here, but that's a problem for future still. You serve it alongside everything else and kind of eat it with an entree. Oh, that's another fun American thing, actually. Entree in America means like the main part of the meal, right? It's like a main. In New Zealand, entree is an appetizer. It's like the small thing that you have first. You need to know these things if you're like going between America and New Zealand, otherwise it gets very confusing. Hogarth chocolate has a kumara bar. It's neat. No way. Kind of impossible to get stateside. I can imagine. That's crazy. What the heck? I've never even heard of like the chocolate and kumara combination before, and then they just went and sold chocolate bars. Right, I think it's time to do the face. I'm gonna do the eyes last, because as soon as I start doing the eyes, I need to finish the eyes, so that'll take me straight into like coloring and shading and stuff. Casserole is a pot with a long handle in French. Oh, really? I didn't know that. I think the concept of a potato with a sweet flavor to them is what throws me off. That's understandable. The texture is very different though. Like not bad, just a disconnect from what I expect the potato to taste like. Yeah, if you bite into a sweet potato expecting to have a potato experience, you're gonna have a bad time. I can understand that. I totally forgot the stream was on my tablet. I was doom scrolling. I hope you enjoyed your doom scrolling. I hope it was the healthy kind. I haven't heard the name Hogarth since I last watched The Iron Giant. I have never heard that name. I actually haven't watched The Iron Giant. Ooh, mahi mahi tacos. Enjoy. They're a New Zealand chocolate company. I have never heard of them. You get bored from reels easily? Yeah, I get really bored with short form video. I don't even bother watching them. They just don't hold my interest like at all. I'm gonna do like one of these cute little noses because I've been rigging VTubers. Oh, guess what movie still needs to watch? I'm not sure if I'll like it. I'll probably give it a shot with Lily, if it's age appropriate for her. But there is a good chance that I just don't enjoy it and I make a bunch of people angry. It's pretty wholesome. That's the problem. I find wholesome stuff kind of boring. I think it's rated PG. Okay. Yeah, I'll probably watch that with Lily later. That'll be a good option. We just finished our second watch through of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Like the original series. Lily's really been enjoying it. I feel like I need to make my pen size smaller. Oh, why am I doing it like this? I have a I'm just gonna erase this. I have a ruler. Best acting Vin Diesel ever did. Oh, is Vin Diesel in there? Thank you, Monday. Yeah, I can't wait to take a look at that. I've never heard of that brand before. I wonder if you can get it here or if they only do exports. Vin Diesel's the Iron Giant? No way! It's like one of the 3 actors I can actually recognize the name of. I am not very good with actors' names. If you want to talk to me about actors, you need to basically recite their IMDb page of the movies they've been in. Otherwise I have no idea who you're talking about. It's also one of the few celebrity names I can recognize. Handshake, Isaac. The evolution of skin fangs in anime is interesting. Such an open field of subtext, yeah. I hope she's okay with me adding them. It just seemed to suit this pose. I don't know, what do you guys think? It kind of suits the pose and the character, right? She doesn't have them here. These are just kind of cat face ones. And you can't, yeah, she doesn't have them here. Is this a mole? I can't tell, the image is so blurry. It doesn't have a mole in any of the other reference pictures that she gave me. Okay, I think that just might be a stray pixel. Yeah. I used to work in a video store and I have a tendency to just call actors by their most famous character name. That is exactly what people need to do to me. Otherwise, I'm not gonna know who you're talking about. Isn't that a cute model Monday? No, that's a Vin Petrol. Help. I must admit I am a fan of like cheesy 90s action movies. Not the forced break! Who did that? Aldo! Alright, Aldo is making us take a forced break. So in 17 seconds, we're going to have a quick 6-minute break. I know 6 minutes is like a weird number, but that's just kind of how it works out with the ads. So take this chance to hydrate, grab a snack, take any meds, check your laundry, go to the toilet, do some self-care. See you guys in 6 minutes. Welcome back, guys. Hope you're all hydrated and rested up. But those of you that went to lurk, enjoy your lurk. Welcome back, thank you, Monday. Hi, Ort. How's it going? Have you recovered from your illness? I'm assuming that you're feeling better now because I saw some like cool airplane posts from you over the weekend. Oh no. I forgot I did this on the same layer. Yeah, but I had a migraine and threw up today, what the heck? That's not fair. Go get a refund. What? I'm so sorry, Ort. That's awful. I hope you feel properly better soon. Hello, doctor, I want a new brain. Yeah, that's a mood. Unfortunately, the waiting list is quite long. There's like a bunch of Republicans that need it first. Okay, I might stick this on a new layer. I'm like just making new layers like crazy so I can erase things. Erase things a bit easier when I need to. Oh dang, spicy still politics channel. Yeah, I try to avoid like the politics stuff, but sometimes I just can't resist a jab, you know? Like there's some low-hanging fruit that that needs to be got. And as far as I'm concerned, if there's anyone that got offended by that comment and then left, good. You leave resisting jabs to the anti-vax? Yeah, exactly. That symmetry tool is very cool. It's really neat, yeah. A lot of art programs have them. I really like this one in Clip Studio Paint. Because like it's just like a layer you can turn on and off. It's super handy. I used to hate using the symmetry tool. I always thought, oh, I actually want to do the eyebrows like without any outline. I guess I'll put that on a separate layer. And then I'll just like do a purple or something. I'll pick this color for now and then do it properly later. Yeah, I used to hate the symmetry tool. Because I thought they like made my art look like a little bit like unnaturally symmetrical. But it turns out I just suck at drawing. So the reason it looks bad when it was symmetrical was because I was drawing them bad and then the symmetry tool just made them more obvious. Anyway, I had to start using the symmetry tool for like the VTuber model stuff. And then I kind of got used to using it and kind of got good for a given value of good. Alright, how's that for eyebrows? I think I'm happy with that. They'll be pretty low-key, they're mostly behind the hair. Not being an artist, I'm kind of amazed that artists can use drawing tablets naturally. It does take a bit of practice, especially the ones without the screens attached to them. They seem counterintuitive, but the results seem just as good / better than paper and pencil. Did you find there was a learning curve with the ergonomics / haptics when you started with a tablet? When I first started digital art, first off, I used a mouse for a year. A whole year of not using a tablet. I drew with like a mouse and I got massive hand cramps. After that, I got my job. I got my first ever job, spent my first ever paycheck on the cheapest tablet from Wacom. And I cannot multitask. I made a new layer and then everything I was saying just left my head. So like the cheapest one obviously didn't have a screen attached to it. It was just like this black slab with a pen. So you had to like look up at the screen instead of down at your hands when you're drawing. and a lot of people really struggle to get used to it. But because I had spent a year doing that with my mouse, it didn't feel that bad. I got used to it like fairly quickly. Thank you. And yeah, it wasn't too bad getting used to it. And then, like, because I had learned how to draw on a tablet without a screen attached, moving to one with a screen felt like playing on easy mode. Was like, you mean I can just see where my pen is gonna be? Like, I'm allowed to look down at my hand while I'm drawing? What are these crazy, like, hacks? So, not that much of a learning curve for me personally. I think that was just because I was quite disadvantaged at the start. I think people that go straight into a tablet would have more trouble than I did. Which I recommend, by the way, drawing with a mouse, at least the way that I was drawing with a mouse. It was not good for me. Had a lot of cramps, had some wrist issues, especially since I wasn't taking breaks. But yeah, it wasn't too much of an adjustment for me because of like my progression into it. I mean, there's something to say about the perfect symmetry being unnatural. It is, yeah. There was like an interesting study they did like 20 years ago, like ages ago, where they like asked people, because like the what's the word? The general idea, right, is that symmetrical faces are considered beautiful or something, right? So they wanted to like test that theory. And hi, Gero! Welcome in, thanks for raiding in with Monday. Yeah, so they wanted to like test that out. So they did a survey. I can't remember the sample size or like literally any details, but they did a survey like with a bunch of faces and like how symmetrical and stuff they were. And basically the consensus seemed to be that symmetrical faces were beautiful, but asymmetrical faces were more attractive. So there was like a gap between what people found beautiful versus what they were actually attracted to. I found that really fascinating. It's like the symmetrical faces were like beautiful, but like kind of like an art form, kind of a like ethereal, like untouchable sort of beautiful, as opposed to like you're attracted to them, you would approach them at a bar and buy them a drink, you know? Anyway, what did I miss in chat? Drawing with a mouse? So that's cruelty to animals. Look, this was like back in like 2005, okay? We didn't have cruelty to animals. That... I don't know where I'm going with this. Hi, Raid, enjoy your lurk. I tried multiple times to draw with a display-free tablet and it went badly. Yeah, it feels weird, for sure. So much respect for folks who can rock a tablet without a display. I don't think I could go back to one of those. I think I would really struggle if I had to go back. Thanks for the quote, Bob. Sample size 1, it was Silverin. I wonder what I would have said if somebody asked me that question. Because I never really thought about it until after I had already read the study. So a Sil makes shit up. I do. I'm back, welcome back. Mahi Mahi tacos are actually tolerable. Oh good. I don't believe you, but I'm glad that you enjoyed them to some extent. As a person that doesn't like cooked fish. You don't like the fishy flavors either, right, Yeti? I think that's what you said earlier. So was it like all the taco seasoning that kind of covered up the fishy factor for you? Oh, Geralt getting in there with the parry. Alright, we're gonna start on the eyes. Is there anything else I need to do before I do that? Oh wait, I need to fix this up. This over here. What layer is that on? This one. I found it immediately. You know, people are like, oh, you need to name your layers, otherwise you never know which layer things are on. Skill issue. I still have the symmetry pen tool on. Here we go. If you suffer through unnamed layers enough, you just get used to where things are. You can make educated guesses based on the position and name of the layers. So normally I don't like cooked fishy flavors. I'm super sensitive. This lemon dill mahi mahi was like chicken white meat with like a slight fish aftertaste. It was tolerable, which is eye-opening. Ooh, are you gonna give more fish dishes a try because of it? I don't like how this bit's looking. I got distracted. Also, I think Tuesday made a comment about leaving my thought on the other layer earlier, which I like read and then internally laughed at, but I was talking so much I didn't get a chance to respond. That was funny. I like that comment. I keep seeing such messy bits in my line art now. I shouldn't have zoomed in. Yeah, good. Thank you, Tuesday. Yeah, sometimes I do that a lot. If I'm like in the middle of talking about something, I still usually see messages. Welcome in, Lord Veterinary. Hope you're doing well. Wait, Lord Veterinary, is that a Discworld thing? Who am I thinking of? Anyway, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. What was his name? Start with a V, right? Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. I hope you enjoy your stay here. It is a Discworld thing! Oh, I nailed it! Alright. Now we can do the eyes. I don't want to do the eyes. I feel like a fake artist, like most artists enjoy drawing the eyes. It's like their favorite part or whatever, and I hate it. I'm gonna spend like 2 hours on this and then like delete it all and redo it after stream. I swear. That's what always happens. I just have my excuse to fish when I get dragged into fish restaurants by their family and friends. Ah, I see. Me too, so me too. There's a reason mine are pills. The pill eyes are cute. I like them. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Thank you, Yeti. You've read Discworld? Yeah, I read all of the Discworld apart from the last book that Terry Pratchett didn't finish. Pretty recently. I just kind of went through and read like all 40 books. Or however many it was. I like to be reading something at all times. And it was really nice having like a massive series for me to work my way through. So I don't have to like keep looking for the next book to read. Which like now I have that problem. But yeah, it was pretty recently. It was like earlier this year. I'm assuming you're a Discworld fan? I don't know how I want to do these eyelashes. I like made this corner one so thick. I've read them all too, most of them multiple times. Quite a few major. What's your favorite is series the right word? What's your favorite you know, like there's like the witches and the wizards and then like the Industrial Revolution and stuff. Which one's your favorite flavor? Sub-series? Yeah! Enjoy your taco, Yeti. I thought he had finished his taco when he came back. I didn't realize he stopped to tell me how good it was. Or how tolerable it was. Well, yeah, go finish it up. How utterly just okay it was. Yeah, well, I mean, for someone that usually hates fish, saying that like a fish taco was tolerable is pretty high praise. It's definitely noteworthy, I would say. Oops. Taiko updates are critical. It is, yeah. Not sure. Maybe the City Watch, Tiffany Aching, or the Witches. Yeah, Tiffany Aching was an interesting sub-series. I liked getting more of that world building that we got in the Tiffany Aching one. I wasn't a fan of the Industrial Revolution stuff because I get like a little bit bored of authors. Like, I mean, it sounds like he had fun doing it, which was great. But I get kind of bored of authors when they just like reinvent stuff from like real life into their universe. Like, I'm kind of there for the fantasy. I'm not there to like see people reinvent things. So I was less of a fan of that, but they were still pretty decent. I'm not sure what my favorite was. I quite enjoyed the Rincewind ones. I don't like these eyelashes I'm doing. Yeah, okay, that'll do. Out here, people do kind of get confused if you don't at least tolerate fish and aren't a vegetarian/vegan. Really? Yeah, you can't escape the salmon. Oh, I quite enjoy salmon, but I like it raw. I get a little bit upset when people cook salmon. My kid just let me know my sneeze was loud and it scared him. Yo, Alex once sneezed when Lily was a baby. I mean, he sneezed more than once. Once when Lily was a baby, Alex sneezed and it was so loud that like she started crying. And honestly, I almost started crying too. It was really loud. So yeah, I don't like the Industrial Revolution. Down with fire, for real. I don't. Is fire the Industrial Revolution though? I think that's a little further back in history. I think my favorite book was Nightwatch. That's the first Nightwatch like one, right? I really enjoyed watching. Spoilers for Discworld if you guys are planning to read Discworld and you haven't yet for some reason. I really enjoyed watching the growth of I can't remember his name. What's his face? The main guy. God, what was his name? Oh, the first one is Gods, right. You're right, it totally is. Yeah, Vimes, yes, thank you, Vimes. I enjoyed watching his like career trajectory. That was like that was fun to watch. And like having Carrot as like the side character for those is like so good because he has such like main character energy, but he just isn't like actually like he has main character energy, but he's just like off to the side. Yeah, Vimes is great. I really enjoyed Equal Rights. That was the first one that I read. I kind of wish there was like a bit more of that. The art is taken cute, thank you, or it helps when the character herself is really cute. Nightwatch is the time travel. Oh, that was good. The character growth. Good one, Monday. Yeah, the time travel one. I usually don't like. I usually don't enjoy when. Okay, so like if something has time travel in it, for me, it needs to be time travel, the genre. The entire story needs to be about like the mechanics of time travel and stuff. That's usually the only way I accept time travel in stories. But Nightwatch was really good. It was I don't know, what's the word, like poignant? It had like kind of like a bittersweet sort of ness to it. It was just really well written. I enjoyed it. Hey Drakey, welcome in. I'm probably gonna regret how much aligning I'm doing for this later. I'll remove that extra line I added. I don't think it's really adding much. How's it going, Drakey? Hope you had a good weekend. We're just talking about Discworld. Okay. And yeah, veterinary is I love that character so much. He's so good. Okay, let me refine the upper lashes a little bit more. At least like change this shape a little. And then And then I think I just need to start on the eyes. I don't want to do... I don't want to do the eyes. Okay, sorry, I'll get there. Let me actually rename. Let me procrastinate. And rename some of my layers. This is eyes. I'm just renaming the folder. I'm too lazy to do the actual layers. I also made a hair ink folder. Pretty sure I just ignored it. Yeah, this should be in the hair folder. Oh, maybe it's the back of the hair, so maybe it should stay out here. I'll just move this here. That'll be fine. What are you living for if not to give your future self regrets? Exactly! It's a present from the current me to future me. Alright, how do I want to do these eyes? I'll try this thing. What color are these? These are like purple. The starting book I tend to recommend to most people often is The Wee Freeman. Oh, really? That was like one of the last ones I read. 10 minutes after talking trash about naming layers, Syl is busy naming layers. Listen, I'm naming the folders, not the layers. There's a difference. There's too many layers for me to name, but I do often name the folders. Personally, I started on The Light Fantastic, which I'm pretty sure is the worst starting book possible, really. Yeah, I started on Equal Rights because I took, like, the quiz. Being like, hey, which book should I read? Which sub-series should I start with? Thanks for the quote. I took the quiz, and they were like, oh, it sounds like you should read the Witches one. So I started with Equal Rights, and I went through... Oh, enjoy your lurk, Spick! Thank you. Good luck with work. And then... what was I saying? Yeah, I started with Equal Rights. They told me to read the Witches one first. And I was like, okay. I will follow instructions. So I read, like, all of the Witches ones first. And then after that, I think I read all of, like, the Rincewind ones first. Like all of Witches and then all of Rincewind. And then, partway through Rincewind, I think it was partway through Rincewind, I may have started on, like, the Nightwatch ones. Partway through, I realized that I hated going by sub-series. Took me a while to work that one out. I felt like I was missing out on, like, development of, like, the Discworld, like, universe. And, like, there was just some stuff that I wasn't getting or missing or understanding. Like, there's like, Easter eggs from previous books that were, like, written earlier that I wasn't, like, getting. Like, there were references to things that, I just, like, wasn't really getting because of the way I was reading it. So I swapped to reading it in chronological order, and I was a lot happier with that. It was much less confusing. And I enjoyed being able to, like, swap between the sub-series like that. Like, I found it quite refreshing. not having, like, the exact same characters, like, every single time. I'm trying to decide, like, where I want her eyes. Is she cross-eyed? Can't tell. I call Equal Rights a precursor to the Witches rather than the proper start. I called Weird Sisters the start of Witches. Yeah, Equal Rights felt more like a prologue or an introduction to Weatherwax than, like, the actual Witches. Yeah, publication order is generally a good idea. Yeah, I think if anybody asks, which I don't think anybody will, but if anybody asks, that's just how I'm gonna tell them to do it. Maybe, like, here? I hate drawing eyes. Alright, whatever, this is close enough. Just skip the first 2 books, but I liked Equal Rights. I think it was, like, one of my favorites. Which, like, most people are quite surprised by. You've got this, thank you. Equal Rights is a 3rd, really? Want to see my taco? Sure. Pop it into chat. Or Discord or whatever. Skip as in don't start with, as in okay. Not as in don't read, gotcha. I quite enjoyed seeing Margaret. You know, Margaret, but like not spelled correctly. I enjoyed I enjoyed her character development. I was a bit sad when I like finished her arc and didn't really hear from her for the rest of it. I'm gonna make another folder for the irises just to make them like easier to move. If I decide I want to move them. Yeah, Margaret. I love her daughter's name. Oh, what was her daughter's name? It was something with a typo in it too, right? Like they messed up, like the priest or something messed up, like Margaret Imelda note spelling. Oh yeah, that's right. They put like note spelling into her like official name. Yeah, I remember something tragic happening, and I was like, oh no. The first few books, Color of Magic, The Light Fantastic, and Equal Lights, Sorcerer. Yeah, I didn't read those in that order, so I can never remember which order they're in. Color of Magic was pretty cool, if I recall correctly. I liked hearing about like the magic system and stuff. What do I do now? I think I want to do like a saturated color. Question mark. I don't know how big I want these pupils to be. I swear I regret it every time I make the pupils like huge. So I might try to keep them kind of small this time, but I'm not sure if it'll work with this style. I'm also putting each color on a separate layer so that I can just like recolor it really easily if I change my mind. Taco's supposed to thank you, Yeti. Just split the difference, make one small and the other large. Oh, you're so right, Owen. There's like a Discworld quote for everything. Yeah, I love trotting them out in non-Discworld context. They're like really good. I sometimes see them on like Blue Sky or Mastodon, and I'm like, whoa, that's like a deep quote. And then it's like Terry Pratchett from from Equal Rights. I'm like, ah, yeah, that's why it was so familiar. He said some very wise things in those books, which is funny because like the books themselves were like kind of silly and goofy. if I don't get cancelled for saying that. This needs to be like brighter. Cancelled, no. I used one of Monday's alternate models as a guide for proper eyesight. Oh, smart. Okay, let me just redo this. I'm using like a soft brush, so even if I go over it, you can often see like the edges unless I delete the whole thing. Cleared my throat and it came through my ears. Oh my god, are you okay? That's too grey. I mean, I know I selected a grey. I wasn't expecting it to be that grey. I want it to be like a more blue. That's better. I still have my stroke smoothing tool on. Oh well, I'll leave it on for the eyes. Oh, you cleared right after I did. Oh, I see. Tuesday's talking about one of my cursed models I made as a joke, as a jump scare model. Oh, I need to see it Monday. I need to see it. Please show it to me. Here's a quote I used recently. Mystic's name was so good. Mystic sniffed. You could say this advice is priceless, she said. Are you listening? Yes, said Tiffany. Good. Now, if you trust in yourself, yes, and believe in your dreams, Yes. And follow your star, Mr. went on. Yes. You'll still get beaten by people who spent their time working hard and learning things and weren't so lazy. Goodbye. She's so right. Yeah, great quotes from those books. Ow! Oh yeah, that's too small, right? It looks so cursed without any catch lights. This is too dark. Let me lock the transparency and recolor. Maybe that, but like on top of this. It's savage, yeah, but it's the truth. I should do it another layer. Okay, because I'm using the symmetry ruler, I kind of want to do this like these catch lights in the center. And then I can just like move them individually later. She says putting one off to the side. Savage truth and greater than gentle lies. Yeah, for real, I agree. Some people just need that. Okay, am I going to regret changing to a hard brush for this? Yeah. Thank you for the hydrate. Everybody hydrate. I'm always very unsure about how I want to do the highlights for the eyes. Oh crap. And then I kind of want to put like some fun colors and stuff. What a post-it, thank you. Okay, wait, I'm gonna take a look at this right now. As Chris said, this is a model I made as a joke. I use it for color riffs, and it's more than a bit cursed. Is it cursed? It's cute. What do you mean? What are you talking about? This is cute. Am I not supposed to find it cute? Yeah, I don't see it either, Yeti. I think it's adorable. What the heck was I doing? I haven't put anything on this yet. It's the unseeing stare. Oh, like it's staring into my soul. Okay, I get it. The bug-eyed monster. See, that's the problem. I love bugs. It doesn't work on me because bugs are great. Alright, what the heck was I doing? I think I wanted to add some fun colors on... What do I usually put this on? Like screen or something? Is it screen? Is it soft light? Try it on screen. It's not screen. It's not this. Thanks for the approval. Soft light? No. Divide is one of my favorite layer effects, layer calculations. It's not what I want for this one though. Maybe it was screen. Maybe it was screen and it was supposed to be like more like this color. Oh, you know what the problem is? I need to put this on through. That's not what the problem was, it still looks the same. It's not like any of the dodges or anything. Didn't think it was like add overlay soft line. Maybe it was a vivid light. Alright, I'll start off with this. We're gonna adjust it more later. I think it's also more I do it for my color riff, so on CSP you get a jump scare when I open it. Love it. So I've been working on my Live 2D like 2.0 model, right? I'm sure you guys are sick of me talking about this by now, but like one of the like ways you set up like the models and everything is that like you have like these masks and like things that you need to like clip to in oh, you know what's wrong? I usually use the airbrush for this. That's probably what's messing me up. I want some like bright colors. Anyway, yeah, there's like clipping masks and stuff that you put on like live 2D, but you can't clip them until you get into live 2D. So you have like these incredibly cursed looking like incredibly cursed looking files. Like when you open up a PSD, you get like this jump scare of like I'm sure you guys have seen it when you've seen me working on like the cursed models, if you've managed to catch that right at the start. Not sure how I feel about this. I'll probably adjust it a bit more later. Yeah, there's something empty about the eyes that I want to fix, but I can't quite put my finger on it. Maybe I need to do something here. Hi Jesse, welcome in. I'm not sick of it. Go off, fam. Thank you, Yeti. And yeah, good luck being productive. I hope the 2.0 work's going well. Yeah, I'm really excited. It's been going slower than I expected, but I'd prefer to be going slower and more slowly and taking my time doing it properly instead of rushing it like my current model. Hi Exy, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. I think you're like the 13th New Zealand streamer I've collected. There's quite a few of them. Yeah, nice work getting to 13. Most of us stream at like really inconvenient times for the rest of the world. I'm quite unique in that I stream from like 9:30 a.m. local time. What was I doing? Oh, I was trying to fix this dead-eyed stare. This just kind of made it worse. Maybe if I had this like down like an offset. Thanks for the memory loss. Oh yeah, Australian, so time zones line up pretty well. I see. That makes sense. Yeah, I feel like it's even harder for like Australian streamers. Because they're like 2 hours further behind than New Zealand. Like when it's like 8 p.m. for you guys, everyone's already asleep. Although I guess like people are waking up. Oh no, I feel like it's a difficult time zone to be in for catching online friends. I'm just making this worse and worse. I think I need to add a bit more detail down here. Given like the size of the eye and how much is happening in this like main bit, I'm just going to go beneath this layer over here. And just like kind of paint on top of it in the hopes that that will help. I found I watched a few New Zealand streamers and kind of ran with it. Yeah, I can imagine it's much easier to catch them living in Australia. I personally, I'm gonna turn off some of these layer effect things I have. Here we go. I'm personally less available in like the standard like New Zealand time. So it's actually like much harder for me to watch New Zealand streamers. Enjoy your lurk Monday. Thank you. Thanks again for the raid. I forgot to say this earlier. Guys, please check out Monday Moon if you're not already following her. Wonderful streamer, wonderful person, total nerd, which I love, and also a Discworld fan. Please check her out, or else. Or else I will find you. Ask my chat. I'm not kidding. I'll do it. Monday's so wholesome in the way that Syl isn't. Exactly! Yeah. I wanna maybe like jiggle these around a little bit. Maybe with like the fingertip tool? Did I just make that worse? I feel like I just made that worse. Wait, check out who? Monday Moon. Let me give her a shout out. Check her out. Wonderful streamer, wonderful person. She and her wife Tuesday are both into Discworld. Thanks for the quote, Beauty. and Bob. Nowadays I browse the New Zealand category on Twitch. Oh, cool. I am sad to say I have never done that. I'm very unpatriotic, I guess. Oops. Because once again, it's like hard for me to catch New Zealand streamers. So I don't really browse Twitch. I've kind of given up browsing. I should have just merged these layers before I started doing this. Oh well. Yeah, I've given up browsing on Twitch. It's they just keep recommending, you know, like popular stuff. Kind of hard. I don't know. I like being able to find people through my community better. So I just kind of like hop around raids and stuff. You may need to delete my quote. Oh, that's fine. If honestly, the way I see it, if a quote was good enough for like multiple people to have attempted to add it at the same time, it's worthy of being in there twice. Then you get like double the chance of seeing it when you do the quote command. Okay, I'm fairly happy with this. I think I want like more texture over here. I browse YouTube to my detriment. Oh no. I have one other New Zealand streamer live. Oh no way! Oh, spelling mistake with 2 E's and 1 L. What a awesome username. Yeah, Twitch replaced YouTube. Yeah, Twitch for me replaced YouTube for a brief period. It replaced Spotify and replaced Netflix. Which for me makes Twitch Turbo like totally worth it because I got to like cancel a couple of subscriptions because I started just getting addicted to Twitch instead of those other services. Okay, I'm fairly happy with this. I think I just want to adjust the size of yeah, I want to fit it with the pupils. There's something going on there that I want to fix. Yeah, I do not usually browse YouTube. I have been lately because I've been on a live 2D binge. But that's like kind of it. I was just like looking for like tutorials and stuff and looking for ideas for my own thing. But yeah, before that, I just gave up on YouTube. I hate the YouTube culture. I hate thumbnails. I hate like looking at YouTube thumbnails. They're disgusting. I'm sorry. I don't need to see you like pulling a funny face and then like pointing at something in the background. Like just stop, man. I want informative titles and good thumbnails, which there is a browser add-on for actually. I need to install that. If I had a bunch of Kamis in my follow list, I would probably stop listening to music services too. Yeah, for real. Yeah, I browsed the DJ like DJ category on Twitch. The thing is, it's hard for me to find. I don't know if this is like a skill issue on my part. It's kind of hard to find DJs that aren't like using the mic a lot and like talking into their mic and just playing music like Kami does. Because that can be kind of disruptive depending on what you're doing, depending on what you need the background music for. If you want any more New Zealand streamers, Rex, a couple of my favorite streamers are Camerabat and It's Astro. Oh, thank you. What do I usually stream? I think I prefer Twitch when I'm working, because I watch a lot of non-English cozy vloggers on YouTube. Oh, and I can't read subtitles if I'm working or no work will happen. Yeah, for real, I feel you there. Yeah, I've really been enjoying like co-working streams on Twitch. There's just something really nice about like them like doing it with you live instead of having like a pre-recorded thing. You know what I mean? I'm sure you guys know what I mean. You're here on Twitch. So I watch science, history videos, and also reviews on comics I'll never read. Yeah, I love science YouTube. But once again, like I don't like browsing where this is the wrong one. I don't like browsing YouTube, so I have to wait for people like Ort to recommend them to me. People talking with music? Yeah, I'm not a huge fan. There is one DJ that I do enjoy that does that, but I feel like it's a pretty good mix. What really bothers me is when DJs have like really aggressive compression, like really aggressive like audio ducking to their music when they speak. So you're like rocking out to the music and then they speak into the microphone and then suddenly you can't hear the music at all, you can only hear their voice, and then like the music cuts back in. Like it's just like a bit too aggressive and it's like really jarring. I'm not a fan. Oh yeah, generally, I need to turn the smoothing off. Here we go. Camber Cat is a variety streamer. She streams Skyrim, Minecraft, Stardew, and other games. Oh, sounds very cozy. It's Astral is currently preparing for a Stardew challenge run. Oh, neat. So he's playing pretty much exclusively waifu gacha games. Well, yeah, stay safe, Elder. And yes, I'd love to see the emoji you're working on, Yeti. See, I really appreciate people like Kami doing no microphone streams. I think I made this a little too aggressive. Oh, it's cute! Yeti just posted in the Discord. It's adorable. Okay. I still need a bit of shading at the top here. Oh, it's a Yeti version of the Twitch hat. Oh, cute. I love that. Oops. I want to add like a bit more texture to the eyelids, but I'm going to do that after I add some masking to this. I'm just gonna, nobody panic. I'm just gonna make her eyes bright red for like a second. So that I can actually see what I'm doing. And I'll just like use what I'm doing here as a mask. Also, you like metal, right? Depends on the metal. One more. Narabeer does book reading and a game of the week. Oh, that sounds really cozy. Thank you so much for these recommendations. Oh, that's the wrong brush. You sound like you listen to some very cozy streamers. Great vibes. I'm autistic, in case you didn't hear me say that earlier. And like having sensory friendly streams is like so nice. I quite often have to like leave streams if I'm having a bad day because like the sensory input from everything going on is just too much. It's actually interesting because I can't watch a lot of art streams because of it. I have trouble when people like talk over lyrics and they often have like a song request on or something. They'll have like music playing in the background with lyrics to them and then they just like kind of talk over it for the whole stream and I just can't do it. So I end up not watching very many art streams because of it. I might like blur this out a little bit. Yeah, I go in for cozy. Yeah, cozy is nice. I can't stay focused if I'm hearing words I understand while I'm working. Yeah, for me, it depends on the work. If I'm doing like really, like kind of, if I'm doing like grunt work, which I usually like to call it. If I'm doing work that doesn't require a whole lot of thinking, then I appreciate having like people talking in the background for me to like, for my brain to focus on. So I don't get bored and start doing something else. But if I actually have to think stuff through, I need no words. I got a metal band by region. Oh yeah, I saw you post about that on Blue Sky. Or was it Mastodon? I see them on Blue Sky. Yeah, voice cross feedback is a big problem. Yeah, handshake. Yeah, as soon as I hear two voices going at once, my brain shuts down. Yeah, that's why I often avoid like collab streams as well. Like you basically have to be on my like trusted streamer list, like a mental list, for me to actually bother coming to collab streams, because otherwise like there's just such a high chance of me like getting a like it's just like it being too much for me that I just don't bother opening collab streams most of the time. And it's not like, oh, you guys shouldn't do collab streams, but like I just can't handle it. I'm pretty happy with how the eyes are going. I think I want to... The eyelashes look a little bit stark to me right now. I might just add a little texture to them for now. Actually, do I want to do that? I'll add a tiny bit of texture for now. And then I'll probably come back and make it like after I've done the rest of the drawing and make it like fit however I need it to fit later. I stream Stardew myself. Oh, you stream as well? My VTuber is close to Lord Veterinaria as though I could get in Vroid Studio. Oh, nice! When do you usually stream? If you stream in the evenings, Australian times, I'm never going to be able to catch your streams. but if you do any streams I can make it to, I'd love to sneak in there. Oh, I have color, randomized color on this one. I start around 1 p.m. AU time. Oh, so cool. That'll be like 3 p.m. my time. I might be able to come to some. Oh, I'll drop you a follow after this stream. Yeah, unfortunately I have a school kid, so that's when I'm usually picking her up from school. My availability really sucks now. Ever since she started school, like I just can't make it to anything. My social life is ruined. Sometimes I do an earlier stream on Fridays. Oh, nice. Just return the kid. I tried. She doesn't fit, or and now that space is occupied. There's not enough room for like two-way traffic. I should stop talking. Oh my god. If my kid like ever grows up and finds like my Twitch VODs, I'm so boned. You want to take a break, Active? Oh, I've been kind of wanting to stay in the floor. Oh, that's all right. It's up to you guys. I leave it up to you. If I really feel the need to, I will like turn breaks on, and I'll turn redeems on and off as I need them. Thanks for the break. Yeah, or just did it anyway. I'm not sure. I think I need to step back for a second from this texture anyway. I think I've gone a bit too far. Alright, in 14 seconds, we're gonna take a quick 6-minute break. Thank you for forcing me to take a break, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, I really have to pee, so this is probably a good decision. Anyway, go pee yourselves. Get a snack, go hydrate. See you guys in 6 minutes. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you all peed yourselves and ate a kid. Apparently that's what we're chatting about. Yeah, welcome back. Make sure you're hydrated. If you forgot to do that, like I often do when streamers tell me to go take a break, go get that now. No excuses. Shoot. Alright, what was I doing? I was adding this texture and then like low-key regretting it. I think I want to thanks for the quote. I think I want to make this like a little bit smaller. I think I went a little overboard stretching it out. My drawing setup is gonna be so jank. Yo, don't worry about it, Yeti. Lots of people have jank setups. It works fine. As long as you know, you can see what you're doing. You can like improve it later, add more things later. Wanna see it? Heck yeah. Guys, Yeti's showing me his jank. I'm sorry. Okay, let's see. I thought of what I wanted to add to the eyelashes while I was staring at this and eating my cracker. I'm glad you enjoyed that, Yeti. Oh, I need to make this a clipping. There we go. This is like, I did not mean to use this brush, but I'm just gonna go with it. You usually need to pay extra for Yeti jank, I know, right? It pays to be on good terms with the Yeti. You get free jank. Delivered straight to you. Especially on the black market. Was it the first quote? I know the quotes aren't necessarily in like the correct order. I can't remember why. But yeah, that could be it. 2023. God, I still think about that quote. Me thinking that 90 days was 1.5 months because I was like conflating it with like hours. Not hours, but like minutes in an hour. I swear there was something happening in there. Hi Ashen, thank you for the hydrate. Welcome in. Everybody hydrate. That sounded right to me for a few seconds. Right! It's because there's 90 minutes in 1.5 hours. So like I had 1.5 like floating in my head. And I was like, oh, it's the same for months. It's another weird, wacky unit. Okay, how is this looking? Am I just messing this up? I think maybe I need to like lower the opacity a bit. Maybe change the color. I really like doing... This is like kind of dumb, and this is why I end up with like so many layers. But I really like doing like everything on one layer and like one color, at least to start with. And I can just change colors like so easily. If I want to like see what it looks like with something else, I can just do it. I don't have to like redo shading or mess around with like hue adjustments or something. Not quite sure how to deal with this like corner of the eye. Probably should have thought about that before I started this. Oh well. Listed, I just had to make sure I didn't dox myself. Oh, your jank isn't in circulation, so receiving my jank is a special treat. It is a special treat, thank you. That doesn't look that jank to me. What? What is that? Is that an iPad? It looks square. Oh yeah, you even said it. It's your iPad setup. See, on an iPad monitorizer. I have no idea where my mic is going. You could just swap back to... I know you probably don't want to. But you waste the option to like swap back to your headset mic. Ow. Which honestly would be pretty helpful in art streams, because I don't know about you, but I shove my face really close to the tablet when I'm drawing. So sometimes my voice sounds like it's coming from really far away. Headset mic is more fried than my brain. Alright, that's fair. Headset mic is so much easier than my main mic. Oh yeah? This is like kind of dumb. This is like one of my stupid things that I have. I absolutely hate headset mics because I get paranoid about my mouth noises. I'm always worried that I'm gonna be like making like mouth noises at people without realizing, because it's like so close to my mouth. I just like never use it. I'm messing this up. I'm like making this worse and worse every time I touch it. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it for now. If I use my main mic, my stream needs to remind me that I'm looking down and they can't hear me. Yeah, I've heard that happen to other people as well. Luckily, I monitor my own voice, so I can hear my own mic input in my headset when I speak, which really trips some people out. But I can hear myself, so I can hear it when I like get super quiet. So luckily, I don't fall into that hole too much. But unfortunately, my mic is really close to the buttons that I use on the tablet, so you can quite often hear me like clicking the buttons. So hairy guy problems for me. Oh, I have so much facial hair that using a headset mic ruffles the pop filter with beard hair. Oh, no way. You just shave a patch off right next to the mic. And nowhere else, just like that little patch. It'll be fine. No one noticed. It's just a little one. I still don't like how this looks. I need to stop touching it, but I can't resist. I must fiddle with it. Okay, no, stop touching it. Right. What else? I really don't like how like this bit is looking. I think I need to adjust the hair a little bit here. And wasn't there something else I wanted to add? Oh, I just wanted to move the layer that the highlights are on. This one and this one, maybe? Out on top. There we go. Yeah, I wanna shift this hair because it kind of looks it looks like this should be the edge of the face. But I think it would look kind of weird if I actually make it the edge of the face, so I'll just adjust the hair. I'm just gonna cheat. And move this over. Oh, I still have the symmetry tool on. I love the liquify tool. The liquify tool in CSP is better than the liquify tool in Photoshop, last I checked. It has been a while since I cancelled my Photoshop subscription, so I could be wrong. My Yeti OC looks nothing like me head-wise. Oh, beard toggle? For the Yeti model? Right, I haven't inked the tail that's going back behind here, because I'm not sure if I want to ink it. If I do want to ink it, I want it to be like kind of loose and painty. So it's like kind of like more out of focus because it's like behind the character. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and start coloring. I mean, if you want to add it to the model, yeah, I kind of don't. I don't even know how to do that. I wouldn't hate the beard toggle. I'll have a think about it. It could be funny. I'll think about how to implement it. But I should probably fix up the current stuff. I need to fix the new model first. Alright. That's done. Let me erase the bits of the eyes. Not erase, but like mask out the bits of the eyes that's gonna be under the hair. I might put them back like at half transparency or something. I don't know. I haven't thought about it. Maybe I can't. Real life beard toggle could be handy. Yeah, for real. Only if you're comfy for it. Put it at the absolute bottom of the to-do list. Okay, noted. It could be a fun challenge. Last time I clean shaved, I traumatized my niece. She didn't recognize me. Oh, that's quite funny. What if I set this opacity to like 50? Oops, not that. I'll try that. I'll try this out first. See how I feel. Coloring time. Unfortunately, it's like the flat colors, which is one of my least favorite parts. I enjoy coloring and shading and lighting effects, but like, man, the inking and like the base colors is such a chore. But I'm gonna color drop these right off the reference images. Actually, that's a lie. I'm gonna start by making her skin red. Because her skin color is quite pale. I might struggle to see it. This is still at 50% opacity. Here you go. I'll be separating like the front hair and the back hair, so I'm not gonna worry about the bits that are underneath like the front hair. But I need to clean up the back hair. You know, don't you hate it? Don't you hate how that's a thing you have to do? Waxing your back hair. I wish there was a better way for me to phrase it. I just don't know how to phrase like the hair at the back of a character. I always end up saying back hair, and then I have a little giggle to myself. The less time I spend on flats, the better. Yeah, exactly. Oops. Yeah, I didn't actually give her whites of the eyes. I should do that. So that's the face. While I have the skin color handy on my palette, I'll also do the neck and the hands. Ruby TMI to talk about back hair, go for it. I have wondered what it's like living with like a lot of back hair. It sounds so inconvenient, but like difficult to deal with. Hi Sleepy, we're talking about back hair. Welcome in. How's it going, Sleepy? How's the school stuff? Are you catching up? You've been working so hard. I hope you're taking breaks. I'm doing good. What are you saying about back hair? Well, we will see in a second what Yeti has to say. But I brought up back hair because I was talking like what do you call like so there's when you do like a character's hair, right? There's like the hair that's in the front, and then the hair that's in the back. So the front, I typically refer to as the front hair when I'm separating the layers. But the back of the hair, like I feel like it needs to be called back hair, but like it sounds like back hair. I feel like the front is bangs, and the back is just hair. Yeah, that would make sense. But I feel like rear hair, that's even worse. Welcome in, Logan. Yeah, I think that's something else. I think that's back hair, but further south. I also can't redeem Sleepy. Oh no. Is it glitched? Twitch might be up to some silly nonsense. Yeah, welcome in, Logan. I hope you're doing well. Nape hair. But it's like the hair that's at the back of the head. That's not the nape, right? Isn't the nape like the back of the neck? Or am I just wrong? Yeah, neck. Okay. I said that and I was like, oh no, wait. Did I just say something stupid? As a person with much experience with body hair, I will gladly shut my trap. Yeah, feel free to send me your back hair story later if you like. Not too bad. Rocco is letting me stay up a little bit soon. Oh, nice. I hope you had a good day. Get plenty of rest. You never say something stupid, Sil. Only something disgusting, gross, concerning, etc. I don't know. I've said some pretty dumb stuff. Like, we had the quote in here earlier where I thought that 90 days was 1.5 months. And there was that time that somebody asked what the capital of New Zealand was, and then I said Auckland. And then, like, I didn't even think that it was wrong until somebody pointed it out. It's Wellington. It's not Auckland. That's... Rocco's very bossy. He flies to another room and then demands I follow loudly. Oh, is Rocco like your cat or something? It sounds like cat behavior. I'm sorry if he's not. Yeah, that's the quote. It's quote number 1. Next one. Oh, parrot! Oh, cool. Oh yeah, I feel like you did mention that earlier. I'm sorry. My memory sucks. But basically the same thing. Yeah. Parrots are cool. I miss birds. We used to have birds when I was young. God damn it. We used to have birds when I was younger. My mom always kept budgies in particular. I don't know, like the weight of their little bird feet on my shoulder is just like so reassuring somehow. I was about to say, if it was a wallaby named Rocco, much respect. Oh man, that'd be cool. Can you keep wallabies as pets though? I feel like that's illegal. He has a cat tower. He likes to toss things off of shelves and he loves cardboard boxes. Oh my god, you're right. He is a cat. Man, you really weren't kidding. Alright. Lock the transparency. And then the hair, I guess. I wonder how I'm gonna end up coloring this. At the moment, I'm kind of just doing it like my generic style, but You know what? This is another one I need to do read on. But I don't know. Maybe I'll experiment a little. That's what the art gacha commissions are for, really. He would demand head scratches with his head down and then bite. Oh no. Yeah, I've had parents do that to me. I think it was like an African grey parrot or something. I can't remember the exact name. But somebody I knew had one. And I loved playing with him. Talked to him loads, we gave him plenty of head scratches. Sometimes the head scratches went a little bit too long, that was appreciated, and I got a little nip. Now if you're old, I saw a post online talking about how songs I grew up with were 20 plus years old. Not long for this one, yeah, I feel you, Yeti. I was listening to kind of old songs even before they were old. I mean, not even before they were old, like even like they were old when I was listening to them. So I'm kind of holding on to that. Africa Greys are a popular one, right? I too have the olds, oh no. We've all got creaky bones in here. I've been watching the Final Destination movies because Bloodlines came out. I really like Final Destination. So I was gonna I'm rewatching all of them before I watch Bloodlines. So I've been watching all the Final Destination movies. And man, the clothing in the first one was such a blast of nostalgia. Like, oh yeah, that is how we dressed. Like 80s music? I don't think it was 80s. I think it was more like 90s. I think I may have listened to some 80s too, though, actually. Some of like Ozzy Osbourne's earlier stuff. My mum had CDs of that, so I listened to that quite a bit. I blocked the plot of Final Destination 3 on DVD. Oh! Yeah, we just finished watching 3. I think Final Destination 2 is the goofiest one. But I can't really remember that much of 4. I feel like 4 was kind of like a forgettable one. I'll have to see what I think when I rewatch it. 5 was fantastic. And a choose their fate option, I somehow ruined the death order. No way! You could do that on the DVDs? That's so cool! What the heck? That's crazy cool. I'm jealous. I think I only saw the first. Oh, really? The first is an absolute classic. The second one was a bit goofy and quite short. Third one is like another low-key classic, but like Act 3 is like kind of boring for some reason. Somehow, I don't know how, but it is. Okay, what am I doing? Where does this end? I think I actually need to be going over here. Final Destination 4 I can't remember that much about. I've only seen Final Destination 5 once, but I loved it when I did watch it, so I'm looking forward to rewatching that. Yeah, I think most people only watch the first one. I watched a director talking about the movie series. It was so informative. Ooh, is there like a video you can link me or something? I saved the pervy blonde dude in part 3, so he technically never dies, and the order no longer worked right. I love that you could break it. That's so funny. Let me hunt it down. Thank you, Yeti. That sounds great. I'll probably watch it after I like rewatch all of them as like a little dessert. I also regretted saving him. He was gross. Yeah. He was. I was very relieved when he died. Like, not to wish death on anyone, but like, man, I was so ready for him to go. Found it, will drop in Discord, thank you. I appreciate you, Yeti. And I hope I can finish the flats. It's already 10 past 12. I need to make sure I eat lunch today. I don't have anything to heat up, so I have to like actually cook something for my lunch. I need to make sure I give myself enough time for that. And there's also a bunch of work I need to catch up on. I think. I haven't actually looked at the messages, but I'm pretty sure there is some stuff I need to respond to. Thank you for the hydrate. Everybody hydrate. I need to watch Bloodlines. It looks like fun. I know absolutely nothing about Bloodlines except that people liked it. I'm looking forward to going into it with absolutely zero knowledge, apart from it's a good final destination. Tony somebody is in it. It's his final film. Oh. I don't know actors' names, so I have no idea. Did he die after shooting it or something? Tony Todd? What else has Tony Todd been in? He did? Sad. What, was he not very famous? Because I don't, usually, social media blows up when an actor dies, but I haven't heard any of that. He was Candyman. I don't think I'm familiar with that one. He had stomach cancer. Oh, he got to put a touching message, and they know that's really sweet. Honestly, a series I loved watching was the Paranormal Activity series. Oh, it goes so out of the left field eventually, but the cheesiness kind of kept me going. I can understand that. He was the mortician! Oh, no way! Oh, the mortician died? That's so sad. He really nailed that role, I feel. Like, he was so, unhinged and creepy. Fantastic job. Oh, I missed a bit. And the voice of the roller coaster. Oh, he did the roller coaster as well? He was a classic character actor. You know him when you see him. Yeah. You knew he was dying and improved a final message to the fans. Improvised. Oh, he did an improv message? Oh, cool. Oh, that's so cute. I can't wait to see it. I might actually do this ear first. Once I'm out of all these awkward straight lines, I should just be able to use the bucket tool. There we go. Apparently I've seen two, but all I remember is the girl flashing on the bike. Well, that's the most important part, so I'm glad you retained that. Yeah, two, I always remember two because I was really mad at the main character. She inadvertently causes quite a few of the deaths, and I'm just like, girl, if you had just left stuff alone, everyone would be better off. Although in theory, death was coming for them anyway, so it's not like she made things any worse. In theory. And the inside of the ear is this like pretty purple color. Was the male lead a blonde guy? You know what? No, I don't think so. In number 2. Male lead was a brunette police officer. Ah. I don't remember anything then. Yeah, it's the classic, not classic, it's the famous highway one where like the logs fall on everyone. Like the traffic one. But yeah, I'm not gonna say anything about the rest of the movie because I don't want to spoil it for people who haven't seen it. There's some pretty epic deaths though. In Final Destination 3, they start really leaning into like the it's gonna happen like this. JK. They're about to get it. No, they're fine. And then like getting you, like they do a lot of they look what's the word I'm looking for? They do like a lot of fake outs in Final Destination 3. The only thing I remember for any of the films is Log. Yeah, that's the second one. Some others come back if I think enough, but Log will forever haunt my mind. Yeah, I think it really got like a lot of people that haven't even watched the movie. Like they just know about the scene and it freaks them out. The horror jokes are half the fun, yeah. Oh, I need to clean up that. Oh, yuck. Things got very gross in these like inner corners here. I probably wouldn't have this problem if I just adjusted the settings properly before I used the flood fill, but I don't use it that often, so I can't be bothered. Fakeouts make sense considering they really let you know certain people are gonna die. Yeah, it's quite fun. Yeah, more than most horror movies. Yeah. Yeah, no, I have to agree there. I think I remember 1 and 3 the best. Yeah, I can't remember 3 until I'm like watching it. Like I know it's the roller coaster one, but I can't like really remember what happened in it until I watch it and I'm like, oh yeah, this character dies, you know, doing XYZ. And then this thing happens to this character. But like I don't remember any of it until I start watching the movie. Don't even remember the first one. I was thinking of the butterfly effect with Ashton Kutcher. That I can't decide how I feel about that film. I've seen that one. It was kind of goofy. It was like one of those, like I said earlier, I have like issues with time travel movies that aren't done properly, and it kind of like hit that for me. And like they weren't quite consistent enough or something about the mechanics, and it kind of bothered me because I am a nerd. My favorite time travel movie, by the way, is called Primer. It is definitely a nerd film, but it's like so good. I think Primer is one of those movies that you either love or hate. And for like the same reason. Rule 1 of writing time travel, don't. You'll probably screw up your own lore. Yeah, that's why Primer is so good. Primer is like really, really consistent. They like really think it through. They don't make time travel like incredibly OP, like a lot of movies have a tendency to do. It's just like the whole movie is like a thought experiment on what if we had this like physics mechanic as a time travel thing, and I love it. Nerdy as hell, very low budget, but so good. What if I think falls into the same bucket as you only use 10% of your brain movie? That was just, yeah, I haven't seen that one. I've heard not great things about it. Primer, you say? Yeah, Primer. Spelled exactly like that. That's what it's called. You will need to watch it at least twice. Want me to spoil it? Maybe not, just in case there's people in the chat, or like these lurkers or something. But I've heard not good things. But yeah, Primer short movie, but pretty intense. And you'll like finish the movie and then be like, wait, what? And then have to like rewatch it. Which is like exactly what I did. And then after that, you're still like, okay, wait, hold up, what? And then you watch like a video essay on what actually happened in Primer. Had to look it up. I have seen Primer. I like it. Oh, awesome. I love it so much. I kind of want to watch it again. It's been a few years since I last watched it. Also, it is very rare for me to have a favorite anything. Yeti was asking me about my favorite bug earlier in my DMs. Not to, like call out our DMs or anything, Yeti. I was like, yeah, I don't have one. I don't really have a favorite anything. I don't have a favorite bug. I don't have a favorite color. I don't have a favorite food. I don't have a favorite song or artist or movie. But I can tell you, hands down, my favorite time travel movie. That's really saying something. I love rhinoceros. That's the problem. This is why I don't have favorites. It's not that I don't like things, it's that I like too many things too much. I absolutely love beetles. But do I love them more than moths? Do I love them more than cicadas? Do I love them more than house centipedes? I can't pick one. They're all really cool. Still knows why I love moths so much. Yeah. It's quite cute. Yeah, I do that with a bunch of things. Yeah, you get me. I just can't decide on one. I have a house centipede in my bathroom. Oh, nice! Yeah, I don't think we actually have house centipedes in New Zealand, but they are like so cool. They're like such a buggy bug. You know what I mean? Almost stepped on it this morning. Oh no. Sounds like you missed though. Good job. Lots of things are cool in different ways. Yeah, exactly. Oops. Explains why I don't have any spiders. I decided he can stay. Yeah, house centipedes are really like good for keeping other pests and things away from your house. They're so misunderstood, man. Yeah, okay, this'll do. You've seen so many moth bugs. You do, yeah, I appreciate them. Yeah, but they have so many legs. That's a cool part. They have so many legs. Are you not into legs or? Here in Canada, I prefer the spiders. I hate mosquitoes. Oh yeah, screw mosquitoes. I don't think anyone likes mosquitoes. Not that I've heard of, anyway. Just doing a little tidy up on these bits. Not quite sure how to deal with this. Kind of painting myself into a corner with this one. Mosquitoes in Canada are brutal, really. Mosquitoes are probably the only bug I feel we can eradicate. They have no perceivable benefit, but yeah, the whole, there's, like the whole ecosystem thing, though, right? Like, mosquitoes lay their, like, eggs in the water, and then like fish eat the larva and stuff. So I feel like it's getting very dangerous, trying to just eliminate a species. They're awful little bloodsuckers, but I think fish still enjoy them. They do feed lots of things, yeah. #1 killer of humans per year, no way. Legmen looking at centipedes disrespectfully, yeah. Now, are you even like a leg guy? If you can't, you know, if you're not into centipedes and house spiders, house centipedes. I'll see if I can find the study, but do I think they were confident that there was enough other sources of food? Oh, cool, really? Okay, I'm all down for it then. Kill the little buggers. I forgot to do that hoagie. I think I'll just put it on this layer. Hopefully I don't regret that decision later. Yeah, see ya, mosquitoes. All right, we're making progress. They seem small, but by biomass, I'm sure they make up a pretty decent percentage of the world. A lot of birds and bats and stuff eat them. Actually, I'm okay with keeping male mosquitoes. They don't bite. Okay, so we'd have to like... So the plan is to like genetically engineer mosquitoes so they can reproduce asexually. And we only have the male ones. Gay mosquitoes only, yeah. Male mosquitoes can't even bite. Proboscis is too big. They suck plant blood. Oh, they're sap suckers. Neat. I didn't do this line. Oh well. Thanks for chatting with me, you guys. I really hate doing this part. The line art and the flat colors are always super boring, and it's always so nice to have people to talk to while I do these bits. Sapsucker sounds like a derogatory term. Yeah, it does. Mosquitoes only need blood to lay eggs! No way, like actually? That's like really annoying. Like not only are they drinking our blood, they're doing it to like create more of themselves. There's some protein that they can't make, so they steal it. Thieves! It's bad I'm getting hungry. We're talking about like bugs and mosquitoes, and I'm just like, go for a snack. Still wants blood, yeah. That's my protein, dang it. Exactly! We worked hard to make that protein. I kind of want to leave like an overlap here. Sometimes the edges of the line art can look a little weird if you don't have like the overlap in the base colors. At least maybe it does for me. Maybe it's a skill issue. To be fair, still sharing blood right now, so more blood is understandable. I'm not sure if I'm actually sharing blood. I think like there's like a barrier in the placenta or something so that the blood doesn't actually get shared. But like all the important stuff, like it's yeah, I'm pregnant. Yeah, I'm like just at the start of I'm just at the start of the 3rd trimester, I think. Or at the very end of the second one, I don't remember. Cell pregnante, yes. Yeah, there's an interface. Yeah, it's like the blood-brain barrier, except like for a different brain. But yeah, it's not actually blood. It's kind of cool. Fully educated. No, yo, Yeti, I didn't know about this until I went to antenatal classes for my first pregnancy. Yeah, all good. Okay, I kind of want to... I need to start, like, top down. I like to order my layers, for, like, roughly the order that they are, like, in the actual drawing. So if the hand's on top, I want the hand to be, like, higher up on the layers than the stuff below it. Which I feel like sounds really obvious, but that is not how a lot of artists do it. They tend to go by size. Like the biggest stuff is at the bottom and the smaller stuff is at the top. Which also makes a lot of sense. I don't know why I'm doing... Okay, wait, no, this is fine. I just know everything all the time. I never trust people that act like they know everything. Yes, yo, you are so right. Yeah, if people think they know everything, I just can't trust anything that they say. Because they're probably just confidently wrong. I think from doing animation in the past, I follow the same order as you. That makes sense for animation. I say as if I have any experience with animation. If you ever want to know why I talk about myself a fair bit, it's because it's the only thing I really know. Yeah, I feel like I do that too, Yeti. Like, oh, thank you for the hydrate. Everybody hydrate. Out of order. But yeah, sometimes I get into conversations and like, I don't know, people bring something up and I'm like, oh, I feel like I need to contribute. But the only thing that I have is something kind of me related. Do I say anything? Do I make it sound like I'm trying to make it about me, or am I actually contributing to the conversation? Like where is this line? I wish conversations were easier. I talk to myself when flying because I got used to vocalizing everything to an instructor as I did it. Oh, nice. Yeah, I find myself talking to myself like a lot after I started streaming. Talk to myself because I'm weird. There's that too. Yeah, handshake, Yeti. Do I want, I think I want the sleeves on a separate layer to the bodice. Because that'll make it like a little bit easier for me to shade like some of these corner bits where they overlap. And this is like another white color, so I'm using red again. Are you talking to a parrot? I think that's different. He doesn't listen very well. Oh, really? That actually went pretty well with the flood fill tool. Oops. I could go into psyche and trauma talking about this stuff, but ain't nobody got time for that. Also, we have a rule against like trauma dumping and stuff in chat, so... But yeah, no, I feel you. I feel like I accidentally end up trauma dumping a lot because I just make like dumb jokes about it. And then sometimes the jokes are like, okay, wait. And I'm like, oh no, oops. I forgot I wasn't on like the itchy mental illness Twitter, you know. He knows his name, he says it, he knows come, but he only does if I promise a treat or a Nutriberry. Oh. He really is a cat. Oh, for this bit, I think I might just put this part of the sleeve up the front, and then these two can be like together. I just want to make sure, I want to just like go over this a little bit to make sure I'm getting it in the line. Right, and then this is basically white. It's kind of an off-white though. Thank you so much for the follow, Clumsy Golem. Please feel free to continue lurking if that's what you're up to. I appreciate you being here. He's smart, he only obeys for bribery. I respect that. Yeah, I feel like maybe we should all be taking a leaf out of his book. Get some tips from the smart parrot. I feel like trauma bonding is a rite of passage for some autistic people. Yeah, for real. Yeah, no, trauma bonding is definitely a thing. People take their bird outside for free flight, but only if they're recall trained. I cannot. Yeah, my mom. My mom is, she, like I said, she keeps birds, or she kept birds back in the day. And she loved letting her birds like do free flight around the house and stuff. But like her skill in training birds did not match up to her confidence. She'd like leave doors and windows and stuff open and be like, oh, you know, he's a good bird. He won't fly out, or he'll come back if he does. Guess what? He flew out and then didn't come back. Because she didn't train him like at all. Starting tomorrow, I will only prefer my work tasks if my boss gives me treats. Oh yeah, that sounds great. Let me know how that goes. That sucks. Yeah, but she kind of had it coming, so... Okay, I've already done the hands, so I feel like this should be underneath this. Now it's like very obvious the parts that I went over the lines. What? Oh shoot! I accidentally colored these bits in red instead of removing them. Robert trains himself! Oh yeah, he taught himself to shake his head no. Oh, that's cute. There's something really cute about animals like nodding and shaking their heads and like tilting their heads and stuff. It's adorable. Alright, the book is the same color as like this purple theme that we got on, I think. It might be a darker color. But it might just be because it's in the shadow. Actually no, it does look slightly different, doesn't it? What they do over here? It's like this. Alright, I'll make it like a bluer... I'll make it like a colder, darker purple. Maybe close enough that I still want to do it in red so I can see the edges. Thank you for the approval. Birds are so smart. I want to befriend crows. Yeah! They're cool. I don't see any here though, around my place. Unfortunately. Okay. This I want underneath here. I need to break. I put the neck and the hands on the same layer and it's just gonna trip me up. I'm gonna break this apart. Which luckily is incredibly easy to do in CSP. You're gonna break her hands? No, just her neck. Oh yeah, almost done with the flats too. Oh, you are done with the flats. Nice. I love kookaburras. Oh yeah, those are cool. There's a lady in Aussie land that has kookaburras and magpies that she hand feeds. They fly into her house. I've seen people doing that with pigeons. I've seen one person do that with pigeons. I shouldn't polarize, because it was only the one person. But I was so jealous, man. I was like, man, I wish my mom would let me do that. I want to be friends with birds. I was like 12 at the time. All I know about kookaburras is that they sit in old gum trees. Oh, do they? I'm getting hungry. I don't know if I can... I don't know if I have the patience to make myself lunch. I might just end up eating something unhealthy again. Pigeons are actually a domesticated animal. They should be in homes. Poor birds. Oh, really? Oh, poor birds. I do know people that have kept pigeons as pets. I always thought it was really neat. I really like the sound they make. Ow. Thank you for the hydrate. I'd befriend more birds, but my hearing sensitivity makes it difficult to be around them. Oh, that's fair. My mom makes friends with the birds around her house, like sparrows and blackbirds and stuff. It's pretty cute. And they aren't that noisy. When I was in high school, though, so I went to high school in a coastal area. There were like seagulls and stuff like all the time. And there were always heaps of seagulls at my high school, like on the campus. I made friends with the seagulls. I'd like feed them. I was at like a boarding school at the time. And I would take, like, they always had extra toast. Like they'd cook up like a whole bunch of toast for breakfast and then like they would go cold before people could eat them and then they'd just end up getting thrown out. So I'd take all the cold toast that nobody wanted and bring them to school and like feed the seagulls at like lunchtime. Everyone thought I was crazy. There's lots of people that really hate seagulls. Oh, perfect. I think maybe this is like a bit too vibrant actually. Maybe like this? Yeah. Okay, and then the inner mouth, and then we're done with flats, and I'm gonna go have some lunch. Where's the face? Where did I put the face? Here. Yeah, I love seagulls. They like the gestures of the bird, but I love seagulls. When I lived in New York City, I had a pigeon who hung out on my fire escape. I gave him snacks. Oh, that's so cute. Poor seagulls. I love them stealing bags of crisps. Yeah. You just gotta be careful around them. We had a lot of ducks at the... There was like a lot of birds at our school. There was like... It was near a river, so lots of ducks came by as well, especially because people kept feeding them. And there have been like instances of like people sitting down like on the ground on a nice day outside to like eat their sandwich, and then then one duck comes up to you. They are very tame. I used to like pick them up and hold them. They'd like eat right out of your hands. Anyway, so like a duck would come up and like try to nibble your sandwich. It'd be like, hey, shoo, and move the sandwich away. But like then there'd be like another duck behind you, like waiting to take it. They like ganged up on you. And it would like take the sandwich like while you were focused on like the first duck. I saw a video of a group of seagulls trying to land. One fell off and the other gulls laughed at the fallen one. Oh, that's funny. Alright, what color do I want to do the inner mouth? Maybe like a this sort of color. Sounds like the Duck Mafia, yeah, for real. It was especially funny because I watched that happen to my friend. Right on the same day that my English teacher had warned us about it. She wasn't in that class. She didn't hear the warning. But like my English teacher was talking about how it happened to her daughter or something. And then like 20 minutes later we went out to have lunch on the grass. Lovely day outside. It was like spring or something. There were some ducklings. And the exact same thing happened to my friend. And I was like, oh my god. I just saw it in action. How's this color for the tongue? Pretty decent, actually. The way of the burb is brutal. There's no room for friendship. Yeah, not with these ducks. I miss ducks. I really like them. And I'm like so used to like tame ducks that to me feeding ducks doesn't count unless you actually like unless they eat from your hand. Otherwise you're just throwing bread at birds. It's just not the same. They gotta come right up. They gotta earn their bread. Oh no, that's too grey now. Should've just left it alone. Alright. Oh, you know what? I did forget something in the eyes. I noticed in one of the reference images, like the main one. Because I've got these, right? These were commissions from like another artist that she got. But this is like the main reference image of her VTuber. And I think it looks like she has stars in her eyes, don't they? Can you guys see that? It looks like a star-shaped highlights in here, right? So I kind of want to do that. I think I also need to adjust the color slightly because I made these like a bit too warm. So I'll go back and adjust like the hue a bit, I think. Maybe like underneath the highlights layer. And maybe add like this cute starry highlight effect that's going on. But yeah, let me just save. And then we'll go find someone to raid out to. Look, Isaac, I'm actually saving. And for a while I worked at the municipal animal shelters. I did that too, actually. One night someone brought in a stray duck they found in Central Park. Excuse me. Oh, wait, what? Wait, what? Do they not know how parks work? I used to love feeding the ducks. The bread isn't actually good for them though. Stupid science. I know, right? It's quite upsetting. We had really bad duck problem on the campus at my uni. They legit harassed people for food. Oh no. My friendo was eating a sandwich in the park and the duck wouldn't get off his feet until he gave the duck food. Well, now you're just rewarding the behavior, right? Milk is bad for cats and yeah, carrots is bad for bunnies. I thought it was really sad. At least they like clovers. Still can't feed them that much. Yeah, carrots are bad for bunnies, yeah. They love it, but you can't give them too much of it. Rocco loves carrots. Ooh, bright colors tend to have beta carotene. Good for his feathers. Oh, neat. I didn't know that. We freed the duck the next morning, returned him to his pond. Oh, that's good. That poor duck. Oh, you didn't give the duck any food. He pseudo-punted the duck. Okay, good. I mean, not good, but you know. Good job not falling for it, I guess. I totally would have fed the duck, but he wouldn't have even had to beg for food. I would have just fed him. Anyway, who's online? Let's see. Oh, Sleepy's doing a co-working and studying stream. That seems like a good one to go into. Similar vibes, very chill, lo-fi, calm, getting some work done. Let's go raid Sleepy. The duck let out the most displaced quack. Ducks are great. I love ducks. You can't overdose on beta carotene. I think it converts to vitamin B. You can on that, or parrots can. Oh, interesting. So like you can't overdose on the thing that you're actually consuming, but your body turns it into something that you can overdose on. That's kind of tragic. Give it to ducks. They can be quite emotive. They can, yeah. All right, we're gonna go right out to Sleepy. Can I be bothered changing to my just chatting? Probably not. We're gonna go right into Sleepy. They are currently doing a co-working and studying stream. I think they'll be using a Pomodoro timer. So if you were working along on anything with me, Yeti, I know you were working on that emote. I think this will be a really good chill one to go into. They usually chat in like in the chat instead of using their microphone during the Pomodoro like sessions, and then like talk during the breaks. And so hopefully that'll help you guys focus if you need it. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for I'm so happy we got these boring bits done. I hate doing the line art, I hate doing the base colors, I always kind of struggle with the eyes, so we kind of got like all the bits that I hate doing out of the way, and then now I can get onto some like actually fun stuff. So yeah, thank you for being here with me and keeping me company while I do that. I'm gonna go make some lunch, hopefully something not too unhealthy. We'll see what I can think of. Yeah. Nice seeing you again. Yeah, good to see you too, Logan. All right, let's see. Tomorrow, what am I doing tomorrow? I don't remember. Oh, I'm doing more art tomorrow. I'll either continue with this commission or work on the drawing requests that I have a massive backlog of. We'll see what the vibes are for that day. It will probably be the commission, depending on how much software development work I need to do today. Anyway, so more art tomorrow. Tune in for that. Hope to see you there. Day after that, the stream is cancelled. No Somnom this week. And then the day after that, on Thursday, we have a late start. If I start at all. It's kind of a messy week. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. Thanks for hanging out. You guys are awesome. Thanks for chatting. Lurkers, thank you so much for lurking. And we had a couple of raids earlier. If you're still here, Tori and Monday, thank you so much for raiding in. I appreciate you guys. And I'm gonna stop talking now and go make some lunch. Everyone, please be nice to Sleepy. They are a wonderful, wonderful person. And yeah, look after yourselves. Make sure you're hydrating. Yeah, Somnom, isn't it a cute name? Somnom nom nom nom. It's AI Somnium files for anyone that doesn't know what that is. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. You can unlock emotes with channel points if you want to pretend to have a sub to this channel. And there's also the last redeem, which is the opposite of the first redeem. So good luck if you're going for that. Otherwise, what's my outro? I always forget my outro. I don't know, stay safe. Stay safe, stay sane, and stay silly. Nailed it! And I'll see you all later. Stay fresh, cheese bags.